Hey there, my name is Marley and welcome to my July TBR. So thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already for weekly bookish videos. As always, I'm going to be doing my monthly TBR where I talk about all the books that I hope to read in the upcoming month. And this time we are talking about my July plans. So I have a couple books I for sure want to get to, and then I'm going to do something fun where I use tarot cards to pick 3 of the books that I'm going to read. Now, I have done this before once on my channel and I had a lot of fun with it. I'll definitely link the video below and up above. Basically, I drew tarot cards to pick my TBR one time for a reading vlog. I basically picked 2 tarot cards per book, and based on whatever those tarot cards said, I picked a book that sounded similar. So like if it talked about romance in the card, then I would pick a romance book. If it talked about loss, you know, I picked a book that seemed to be about loss, that kind of thing. So we're gonna get to that later. But to start, I'm gonna talk about the books that I know I want to get to. So first up, we have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and I'm really excited for this one. If you don't know, it's the companion / sequel book to A Part of Your World, which is a romance book I really enjoyed that I read earlier this year for my personal book club. And we have decided to read the sequel because all of us enjoyed the first one so much. And thankfully, I have been hearing really good things about this one as well. We are following the main character's best friend from A Part of Your World named Brianna, and she is a doctor at a hospital and she's wrapping up her divorce. It looks like one of the main tropes in this one is going to be hate to love, as she doesn't really get along with this one doctor at the hospital, I guess, but then they start sending letters back and forth and forming more of a relationship and bond through that, which I'm not a huge fan of like corresponding over letters and emails, so we'll see how that goes. But I have heard really good things about it. I think I've heard that there's some good mental health rep or something like that. But I have hope since I loved A Part of Your World. Then I have 3 books that I want to read for my typical monthly reading vlog that I always do. I'm not going to say the theme for it, but you can probably figure it out. Leave your guess in the comments if you have an idea. First one I want to read for that is what is it? I always forget. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This is actually Talia Hibbert's first YA book. I did read her Brown Sisters adult romance companion series, and overall I felt a little bit so-so about that series. I liked one of the books and the other 2 I didn't love, but I have high hopes for this one because one of the things I didn't love about her previous series was the steaminess, and because this is for young adults, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I don't think it's going to get too steamy. But this one also sounds really fun. It's about these 2 people in high school. They used to be friends when they were younger, it seemed, but now they've kind of grown apart in high school. One of them, the guy Bradley, is more of like a popular athletic type, and then Celine is like not as popular, so they've kind of grown apart. But they end up getting put together on some like class trip or something where they're camping in the woods, which is a fun setting, and then they're doing some sort of competition where they have to work together. So it's a little bit of like academic rivals to lovers, maybe even second chance kind of, because they used to be friends and then they're kind of getting back together in a way. I've also heard it has good OCD rep, as the lead guy has OCD. And then something kind of fun I noticed about the description too is that Celine is a content creator on TikTok, I think, or she makes conspiracy theory videos online, so that's kind of fun. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Then I'm really excited to read The Only One Left by Riley Sager. If you guys have watched my channel for any length of time, I'm sure you've heard me talk about him, as he's one of my favorite thriller authors. So this is his new release coming out soon, or I think it's out now when I'm posting this video maybe. But once again, the plot sounds really cool. So we're following this murder case that happened at this house involving this family, where the whole family was murdered except for the one daughter was left. Lenora Hope is the one left. The killings all happened in 1929. So she's been living at this house, I think, alone all this time. Now she's like in her 70s or something, and she's never really talked about that night and what happened. But now this like nurse or like home health aide comes to stay with her, and Lenora says she's finally ready to open up about what happened that night and starts telling her about it. It's giving Evelyn Hugo of like talking about her past in like an interview style, but in a more creepy way. And so I think she's gonna either reveal, you know, that it wasn't her, or maybe it was her, and maybe this nurse is in trouble. Either way, I know it's gonna be great. It's gonna have some great plot twist, so I'm really excited to vlog this one. And then finally, I want to read the new Finlay Donovan by Elle Cosimino. Finlay Donovan Jumps the Gun. So this is the third one in this cozy mystery series. It's pretty much one of the only cozy mystery series I read. Unfortunately, I have heard that people seem to like these books less and less. I did give the first two 4 stars, so I'm kind of expecting this one to be kind of similar, just again a 4-star read, nothing too serious. Unfortunately, it does seem like this time Finlay and Vera are going into like a police academy to like help investigate, and unfortunately one of my least favorite characters is the cop. I think his name is Nick. So I'm not loving that we're probably gonna see him a lot. But anyway, excited to see what happens with Finlay now, what trouble she gets into. All right, so those are the 4 books I for sure want to read. Now let's do some tarot. So the deck I'm going to be using is actually my Labyrinth tarot deck. I have not used this one on this channel yet, but when I have used this one in real life, it always feels very accurate. If you don't know Labyrinth, it's like one of my favorite movies, so I just had to get this when I saw it. And I also do not have, you know, these cards memorized by any means. I'm not a pro, so I do have this tarot deck guidebook that I came with that I will definitely be referencing. And as I've been doing this whole year, I'm really gonna try to take from my physical TBR cart, but we are actually getting down in books, and a lot of it is just series left. So if none of these books are fitting the prompts, then I'll just go look at my Goodreads and see what else is on my want to read list. But I'm gonna hopefully take from my physical TBR like I've been doing throughout the year. So okay, let's shuffle up. And I think I'm gonna do what I did last time, where I picked 2 cards per book, just to give me a little bit more context of what book to do. Oh, that card jumped out. So let's, 2 cards jumped out. Okay, so let's go with these 2. This is the 8 of Pots, I guess this is, along with the Star, which we have, I think his name is Lancelot from the movie. Okay, so let's see what this says. Okay, the 8 of Pots upright comes forward when you're feeling unexpectedly unfulfilled. You got what you wanted and now you find yourself disappointed with the results. Reflect on your current feelings to discover the root of your discontent. Okay, unsure how to interpret this. I guess maybe we're starting out with a character who is feeling this way, so is just feeling down on their luck and not very happy. Okay, and then we'll go with the Star. Okay, the Star. It represents trust, renewal, and hope. It offers comfort and reassurance like Sarah's favorite childhood toy, Lancelot the teddy bear. The Star invites you to remember that you have encountered many trials and made it through due to your resilience and faith in yourself and your journey. It invites you to reconnect with your sense of purpose and guides you through whatever changes are coming your way. Following your inspiration with unbridled childlike optimism will see you through any adversity. So very general. So it's like a character who's feeling unfulfilled, and then maybe they go on some sort of journey or whatever to have some changes in their lives to start feeling fulfilled. So interesting. You know what? I feel like this book for my physical TBR kind of fits. The House We Grew Up In by Lisa Jewell. Basically, it's about this family. Something happened on this one Easter weekend, a tragedy, that it really just tears the family apart. So the main character, Lorelai, the mom, has really just alienated the husband and the children. So that could be, you know, the Pots card where things have been like unfulfilled for a while, and then something happens to bring the whole family back together, and they end up figuring out what happened all those years ago, unearthing secrets, and I assume kind of maybe bonding again. And I think that would maybe go with the Lancelot card of, you know, changes happening and more positivity. So you know what? Let's go with that. Okay. I think this is more of a contemporary book more than a thriller. I normally have read Lisa Jewell's thrillers, so interested to see kind of where this one goes. I'm gonna keep those cards off to the side. All right, now let's look for book number 2. Will any cards fly out again? Let's just pick from the top. Okay, so this is the 3 of, sorry, I'm not familiar exactly with what these suits are. 3 of sticks or something. And then we'll do the next one, which is a 2 of sticks. So maybe I didn't shuffle too well. Okay, well, let's see what these ones say. Oh, it's poles is the suit. Okay, we'll do 3 of poles first. Sarah can't get through the labyrinth alone. Sometimes it takes teamwork to get things done. The 3 of poles represents creative collaborations and reminds you of the importance of working together with others. Okay, so in terms of a book, I think this means it's definitely going to deal with friendship, or maybe it'll be like written by an author duo, right? That could be something. Okay, and then for number 2 of poles, you're starting to manifest something important to you, but still figuring out the details. Take this planning process seriously and strategize carefully to set yourself up for success. This meaning is not super clear to me in terms of a book, something with strategy. Okay, I think the friendship one is the one that's like speaking to me more here. Ooh, you know what? I think the one that fits this could be The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, because I know that this one deals with friendship. I mean, you see all the characters on the front here. So I'm pretty sure it deals with like a friendship and a team. I don't exactly know what they're doing together. Sounds very cool, actually. So yeah, this is definitely about a group of friends kind of going on a mission together, like I said. So I think that actually does fit both of the cards pretty well, of a friendship and then like strategy and like planning. Actually perfect. Love that. Okay, now for our 3rd and final book. What is it gonna be? Sorry, I'm kind of shuffling off screen, by the way, but picking off the top here, we have The Queen of Junk. Comment below if you know this movie and you know this character. Okay, and then our second one is is that 9 of Junk? That must also be junk. Okay, let's take a look at the junk category here. All right, so Queen of Junk. The Queen of Junk is a nurturing figure who wants for nothing. She has everything she needs in life and more, and the sense of security that comes with wealth and material abundance has made her comfortable and generous. I don't know if that really fits Miss Junk over here, but okay, so this is kind of the opposite of some of the cards we had earlier. It's about someone who's just like very secure and very happy in themselves. What book starts out with a character like that? I don't know. And then the next one, oh, it's a 9 of Junk. Okay. It represents luxury, decadence, and creature comfort. So this is a card of indulgence, inviting you to treat yourself, savor the fruit of your hard work and success. You've earned it. So kind of similar. We're again dealing with maybe very privileged characters that like have everything they need and they really are able to enjoy like luxury and treat themselves. Okay, so maybe like a rich person drama. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. This is a book I don't even think I've hauled yet on the channel, but we have You're Invited by Amanda Jayatisa. This is a thriller book and it is about a wedding. So that kind of goes with the kind of over-the-top extravagance that these cards said. And it does sound like they could be rich because it says, when Amaya is invited to Kavi's over-the-top wedding in Sri Lanka. So over-the-top wedding, probably rich. But basically this is about a girl who's invited to her former best friend's wedding, but the groom is her ex-boyfriend and she wants to stop the wedding. Me like figuring this out as I read. Then the bride goes missing, and so it seems like it could be Amaya, right? Because she has like a reason to target her. Then it turns out each wedding guest has their own secret, and it seems like a whodunit and a bit of a closed door mystery. Who at the wedding kidnapped the bride or did something to the bride? And I haven't heard too many people talk about this, but I remember I did see a couple people that I follow, and I think they liked it. Some of the thriller YouTubers that I watch. So I think out of my physical TBR, this has to be the one that fits it the most. I don't think it's too exactly spot on with the cards, but I think it works. So these are the 3 I'm going to be reading. You're Invited, which I'm excited about because it's a thriller and you know I love those. The Raven Boys, which is also really exciting because I've been dying to read this series for so long. And then The House We Grew Up In, which Lisa Jewell is one of my favorite authors too. So this should be a pretty good time. Let me know down below what you thought of this little tarot picks my TBR theme, and let me know what you're reading this month. And of course, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great summer and read a ton of books, and I'll catch you in my next video hopefully. Bye!